free will, and I feel like us as humans, we need to use that more often. We need to use our free will more often. Why do you feel so confined to the situation that you're in? If you're not happy with the situation you're in, get yourself out of it. Leave. Move around. If you're not happy, if it's not growing, if you're not progressing, get out of it. You're wasting your time. And time is the most valuable thing we have on this earth. Because you can always make more money. You can always make new friends. You can always get another man. You can always get another girl. You can always get another husband. You can always get married again. Time is something that you cannot get more of. Whatever time you have on this earth, that's it. And we don't know how much time we have. So every moment is precious. Every moment is important. And you cannot waste your time sitting around waiting for someone to, I don't know what, give you permission. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Talking with Steph. I'm back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to increase your confidence so that you can attract the things that you want out of life. So first and foremost, I would say one of the things that has helped me increase my confidence is shadow work. Now, shadow work, for those of you that don't know, shadow work is kind of just like looking within, looking at the dark parts of yourself and figuring out like how to work through that. Healing, things like that. A lot of times the things that we go through in life, we store it in our body, and that gets stored as trauma, and that's how like diseases, mental diseases, cancers, that's how things like that develop. If you do not learn how to heal within, you're always going to be dragging on that baggage through life. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to live a life like that. I had to learn to work through my past trauma, things from childhood, things from like teenage years and early adulthood, like just things that I knew were holding me back from being the highest version of myself. I had to work through those things. So those are things that you need to work through as well if you want to increase your confidence. And the reason why that is so important is because when you work through those things, you learn to believe and trust in yourself, and that's very important in being confident. You can't be confident if you don't trust yourself, if you don't believe in yourself. You have to know that you're guiding yourself to where you want to go in life, and in order to do that, you need to have that confidence. You need to know that you are who you say you are. You need to know that the things that you want to get out of life, you're going to get no matter what. If you don't know who you are, if you don't build that self-trust, if you don't have that confidence in yourself, it's going to be easy for the world or other people to shake you, to tell you who you are. It's going to be easy for them to make you feel how they want you to feel, because the world wants you to feel inadequate. The world doesn't want you to trust yourself. The world doesn't want you to have confidence. All those things, you need to learn to stand on business about you, about yourself. Whatever vision you have for like your highest self, you need to embody that and become that person before the world is going to like see it. Like, you need to see the vision, you need to see what you want for your life before it's going to come to pass. And if you don't have like a plan, if you don't have if you don't execute, if you don't try, like how do you expect these things to happen? All of those things tie into being confident, because if you don't have confidence, you're not going to do the things that you need to do to become who you want to become. It takes confidence to step outside of your comfort zone. It takes confidence to put yourself in rooms that you've never been in before. It takes confidence to try something new. It takes confidence to walk away from things that do not serve you. A lot of people have people-pleasing tendencies, and a lot of times you are neglecting yourself to make other people happy, when really you are the main person that you should be satisfying. You can't put other people above yourself. You can't. Okay, so number 2, when you look good, you feel good. And I have always said that. I've always said that. Growing up, I was always told, like, by my family, friends, people at school, teachers, whatever, people would always tell me like, life is not a fashion show. And I used to hate that comment so much, because I feel like life is what you make it, and my life is my life. Like, just because I'm naturally a person that likes to put myself together every day. I don't care how I'm feeling. I don't care if I'm sick. I don't care if it's that time of the month. I don't care if it's raining, snowing outside, like I don't care. Every single day I'm going to put an effort into how I look. I'm gonna make sure my edges is done. I'm gonna make sure my hair is done. I'm gonna make sure I don't wear makeup every day, so makeup is not like a big thing, but I'm gonna make sure my skincare, teeth care, all that is taken care of. I know it can seem like a little superficial to be so focused on your looks, but it's not even so much to be focused on your looks. It's just, it all goes into self-care. When you take care of your body, when you take care of yourself, when you put time and effort into how you look, you're going to feel better about yourself. Self-care is important. Why would you want to be like walking around looking dusty? Like, I understand some people don't care, some people just want to be comfortable, some people don't really, they might say like, oh, I don't care like how other people see me or whatever, but sometimes it ain't even so much about other people, it's just about yourself. It makes you feel good, it makes you feel better about yourself. You don't have to be going anywhere, you don't have to be seeing anybody special, you don't have to be going anywhere fancy to look good. Going grocery shopping, going to the gas station, it doesn't matter where you're going. You have to dress like the person. My bad, y'all. The group chat is just blowing up. Let me put this on mute. My bad. So, yeah, and I feel like you have to dress like the person that you want to be. If you want to be like, for example, me, I want to be a successful business owner. I can't be dressing like I'm going to, let me see. Like, you know when you go to Walmart, the aesthetic of Walmart, the people that go to Walmart. Okay, it ain't even the people that go to Walmart, but certain people at Walmart be looking a certain type of way, and I know you know what I'm talking about. You don't want to look like that if that's not the type of life that you want for yourself. Like, just think about it. The people that are successful, the people that you look up to, they don't be doing that. Self-care is the best care. It's important to put time into how you are presenting yourself in the world, because you're going to feel better. You're going to have more confidence if you feel confident, if you feel good, if you know you look good. I know I look good. I know my skin is moisturized. I know I smell good. I know my outfit is put together. You know, things like that. It really does make a difference in your self-esteem. It really does make you feel better about yourself. And also, other people too will approach you depending on how you present yourself. I can see the difference in how I get spoken to by people out in public. Like, I literally get princess treatment everywhere I go. Like, people will go out of their way to do things for me. People will go out of their way to hold the door. Like, you know when you go somewhere and people hold the door for you? But like, people will literally go out of their way to do that. Like, I've had people run, like let's say me and another person are running, or not running, but walking into a store, and they could be coming from over here, I'm coming from over here, whatever. Like, I've literally had people run to the door to open up the door for me. I've literally had people give me things for free, give me discounts on things I didn't ask for, just because that when you have confidence and when you love yourself, like, people can tell, people can see that energy radiates off of you, and it's naturally going to attract you in situations where you're going to experience like that type of treatment. People are going to treat you like that just because of how you carry yourself, because of how you walk into the room. You can't walk in the room with your head down, texting on your phone, avoiding eye contact with everybody. I walk in every room with my phone tucked away, head up high, shoulders back, posture good. I don't care where I'm going. I don't care what room I'm going in. I don't care if I'm the shortest. I don't care if I'm the only, I don't care where I'm going. I'm walking in there like, God told me to be here, and what's up? I walk in, I make eye contact with everyone, greet everyone. Like, all that comes from having confidence. I didn't always used to be like that. I used to be the person that would walk everywhere, I'm on my phone, I don't want to look at anybody, I didn't like eye contact. I felt like that was awkward. You have to learn to be comfortable with those things, because if you want to elevate your life, if you want to have a better life than what the normal status quo is, what the average Joe has going on, if you want more than that out of life, you need to carry yourself differently. You need to carry yourself differently. And another thing that comes with that is that a lot of people do not like that. People always talk about self-care and loving yourself, things like that, but when you really love yourself and when you really have confidence, not cockiness, I'm talking about genuine confidence, people will look at you like, who do you think you are? I'm sure y'all have heard people say, or I feel like a lot of times people will throw out the term like, oh, she thinks she better than everybody. I've heard that a lot growing up. Not even like people saying it about me, but also about like other people. And I've always kind of felt like, that's some bullshit. What do you mean she thinks she better than everybody? Like, you think that. A lot of people will say things about somebody, and the whole time they're projecting, you're showing your insecurity through the things that you say. When you talk about other people, you're telling on yourself. Because people that are happy, people that have that self-confidence, people that really love themselves, they're not going to feel less than by seeing somebody else have that same confidence. Like, I love being around women that think they're the baddest. Because you should think you're the baddest. Yes, the world, there's a lot of beautiful women out in the world, but in my head, in my reality, in my perspective, I'm the baddest bitch. I know there's people out there that have better bodies, whatever. I don't care. This is the body God gave me. This is the looks God gave me. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to nourish it. I'm the baddest bitch in my world, in my reality, in my head. But I've never had a problem getting around other girls and like feeling like, oh, she thinks she better than, like, I always felt like that's weird. That's weird. And like I said, if you've ever said that, or if you've ever thought that, like, you think that she's better than you. You're projecting. If those words never came out of somebody's mouth, you can't assume she thinks she's better than. No, some people just have different standards. Some people are just, they're not okay with the bare minimum. Some people, they, like I said, when you have that confidence, that energy radiates. People can tell. Just because some people get out here getting princess treatment, whatever you want to call it, and you're not, doesn't mean that you are less worthy. It just means that that's what you think about yourself. If you carry yourself like, I don't deserve the bare minimum, you are not going to get the bare minimum out of life. Like I said, like, I have seen a complete shift in my life since I raised the bar. You gotta double your worth and add tax. Add tax. Because a lot of times your worth ain't even as high as you think it needs to be. Double your worth and add tax. Make it harder for people to get in touch with you. Make it harder for people to have access to you. Don't give everybody access to you. People do not deserve that much access to you, especially if they ain't providing no value to your life. What are you doing? When you're getting serious about elevating your life, you need to be strict with your time and your energy. And I feel like confidence is just so important when it comes to like creating a life that you want or getting a more elevated lifestyle. Confidence is important because if you don't think that you deserve it, why would you get it? Why would you get it? Like, just think about that. The person that thinks he can and the person that thinks he can't, they're both right. It's what you think about yourself. It's what you believe. So you need to believe that you that one. You are her, you him, whatever, you them, they, whatever you want to be, but you're that, okay? And stop letting the world and people try to tell you who you are and what you need to do, and you can't do this and you can't do that, and you shouldn't dress like this, and oh, we're just going here. You don't need to do all that. I hate when people try to tell me that. Like, no, I don't care where I'm going. I'm putting on what I want to put it on. I'm doing what I want to do. If I feel like doing my makeup, I'm doing my makeup. I do not care. You need to live your life for you, not for other people. Because people are always going to want to bring you back down. Like I said, people preach positivity and self-love and body positivity, but people don't really like that. When you really embody that, insecure people are going to tell on themselves every time, and they're going to tell by being negative, by talking about you, by throwing little snarky comments. You have to pay attention to people like that, and you have to cut them people off because they want you to stay insecure just like them. And if you want to elevate your life and if you want greater things in life, do not allow yourself to stay in that vibration. Absolutely not. That goes for anybody. I don't care what you got. I don't care if you're missing a leg. I don't care if you got 3 eyes. I don't care what you got going on. It doesn't matter. God made you the way he made you for a reason. Okay, embody that. Love yourself. It was a time where I did not like myself. I couldn't even look I couldn't even look myself in the mirror. And I had to learn, like, no, God made me this way for a reason. And can't nobody tell me anything else. If you do not have confidence, you're not going to get the things you want out of life because you're going to settle. I feel like confidence is like the main key to manifesting greater things in life, because you have to know that you deserve it. You have to have that knowing that you deserve it. No, I'm who I say I am. And I don't care what anybody else thinks, but I'm who I say I am, because what you think and feel about yourself is what the world is going to show back to you. And sometimes people will try to test you and try to bring you back down to their level, but that's all it is just a test. Are you going to go back to that? Are you going to just because somebody says something negative about you, are you going to let that affect you? No. You really have to learn how to block out other people's opinions and thoughts. Other people's opinions, it really doesn't mean nothing. Especially if it's coming from a person that isn't on your level or isn't living the life that you want to live. I always say opinions from people that aren't in a place in life where I would like to be, it doesn't mean anything to me. And it's not even it's not saying that just because you're not at this level, it doesn't mean that what you say is not important. It doesn't mean that your opinions is not important. I just don't let other people's opinions affect what I think and feel, because people are always going to speak from their own perspective. They're only going to speak from the things that they have went through. They're only going to speak from the things that they believe. You have to retrain your thinking, and you have to stop listening to people on social media. Turn off the internet. Sometimes I feel like people forget, like, you could just turn off your phone and go outside and touch some grass. You don't have to read comments. You don't have to watch the video. You don't have to do all that. Let it go. If you believe that you can't reach the things that you want out of life, you're not going to, because that's what you think. That's what you feed yourself. That's what you feed your mind every day. So you're not going to have that ambition. You're not going to have the motivation to go and do the things that you need to do to become the person that you want to become, if you feel like, if you keep yourself at a low vibration. People have to understand that your emotions is probably the biggest thing, the most important thing in this life, because your emotions is what is going to drive you to, it's what drives you through life. If you always feel down and negative and hopeless and things like that and resentful, you're not going to, what do you think you're going to get out of life if that's all you consume yourself with? It's negativity. You have to get yourself out of those low vibrations, low frequencies. And that's why having confidence is so important, because confidence is going to take you up out of that. Okay? Another way that you can build your confidence so that you can attract the things that you want out of life is by surrounding yourself with people that are already confident. You can't surround yourself with people that have low self-esteem. You can't surround yourself with insecure people, because they're always going to try to bring you back down to their level. They're always going to look at you and think that you're doing too much, when really you ain't even doing enough to begin with, if we're being honest. Successful people love seeing people step out and try to become something out of themselves. The people that are always going to talk negatively about you are people that wish they had the confidence to do what it is that you're trying to do. And I really believe that. And I kind of seen that a lot in my personal life when I left my hometown, because I feel like a lot of people was trying to, like, and it was probably unintentional, but I can see, like, I could tell, like, no, you guys are just feeding me negativity. Like, I had a lot of people try to tell me, like, no, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't leave. How are you going to move away all by yourself? How are you going to leave your family behind? Oh, I could never. All this shit. Like, and I was just sitting there looking at them like, yeah, I bet you could never, because you would never have the confidence to do so. And those be the same people that wish they could do what you're doing. Those are the same people that they look at you, they say negative things like that, but those be the same ones that they be like, dang, I wish I could do that. I wish I had the confidence to do that. Like, I had a lot of people, after I moved, I had a lot of people tell me, like, oh my gosh, I want to move out of my hometown, I want to move away, I want to do the same thing. And I'm just like, why aren't you? Why aren't you? Like, why do people, it kind of rubs me, okay, this is kind of fucked up, but it's the truth. This is just how I am. It irritates me when people say stuff like that, because why are you acting like you're in prison? Why are you acting like somebody got some chains on you? You can't go nowhere. You can do whatever you want. We have free will, and I feel like us as humans, we need to use that more often. We need to use our free will more often. Why do you feel so confined to the situation that you're in? If you're not happy with the situation you're in, get yourself out of it. Leave. Move around. If you're not happy, if it's not growing, if you're not progressing, get out of it. You're wasting your time. And time is the most valuable thing we have on this earth. Because you can always make more money. You can always make new friends. You can always get another man. You can always get another girl. You can always get another husband. You can always get married again. Time is something that you cannot get more of. Whatever time you have on this earth, that's it. And we don't know how much time we have. So every moment is precious. Every moment is important. And you cannot waste your time sitting around waiting for someone to, I don't know what, give you permission, waiting for someone to tell you to do what it is that you want to do. Like, no, you need to do that for yourself. You need to stand on business. If you're not happy where you're at, if you want to leave your hometown, do it. Do it. That's another thing, like, with having confidence, is you just need to do the things that you want to do. It don't matter who's gonna come with you. If nobody wants to come with you, go by yourself. That's exactly what I did. I didn't have nobody else gonna move with me. I wasn't even looking for nobody to move with me. I just knew what I needed to do for me. And everybody else kept trying to tell me what they thought I should be doing. But it's like, you can't tell me what to do. You're not me. You don't know what God has for me. You don't know the conversations I have with God. You don't know the things I go through behind closed doors. Well, you could never tell me what's best for me. I'm just so happy I said that. That's another point, y'all. Please, please, please take note of that. You can never let somebody tell you what's best for you. Even like with family, with parents, or like elderly people, I know people always say, like, listen to your elders, or they know more. Like, I understand where that comes from, because they live longer. They more than likely have lived through the things that us younger people are going through, so they can see things in a way that we haven't. Yes, but at the same time, you have to pay attention to who you listen to, because a lot of people have a lot of fear. Like, they don't believe that they can do it, and if they don't think they can do it, they don't think you can do it. So then they're going to throw that onto you. They're going to feed that into your mind, and then you're going to start to doubt yourself. And I'm so happy I never let none of those negative comments get to me. I always brushed it off. Like, girl, you're just talking. You have to pay attention to who's around you. Who are you allowing to pour into your cup? Are they pouring positivity and good things and faith and things like that, or are they promoting negativity and doubt and stuff like that? No. I have people telling me, oh, don't go. Let's be for real. If you know me, you know I was never gonna listen. I was never gonna listen to anything anybody had to say. I'm that type of person. I'm never gonna sit back and do what you want me to do just because you want me to do it. I'm not gonna lay down and conform to society, or conform to what other people want me to do. I don't care if that's my family, friends. I love you guys so much, but I gotta live for me. I gotta do what makes me happy. And that's the same mentality you need to have if you want to elevate in life. You need to choose yourself above everything, and you need to put yourself first. Nobody else is going to do it. So like I said before, double your worth and add some tax. Make sure you practice how you're presenting yourself, how you're walking in a room, how you're walking in public. Let's say you're just trying to elevate. You need to carry yourself like the type of person that you want to become. How does that person talk? How does that person think? How does that person present themselves? How do they dress? What do they do? What are their hobbies? What are their traits? What type of people do they surround themselves with? You need to figure that out, and then surround yourself with that. And then your life is going to change. Everything that you want is going to come to you as long as you believe. You have to believe. That's the thing about life, is I feel like it'll throw things to diminish your self-worth. It'll throw things at you to make you feel less confident, to lower your self-esteem. And that's why it's so important to stay 10 toes down on what you believe about yourself. And you have to believe high thoughts about yourself. You have to believe that you're worthy, that you are loved, that you are you're smart enough to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Do little things every day that is going to increase your confidence. Like if you go out somewhere, say hi to someone, speak to someone, smile at someone, make eye contact with someone. That's the least you can do. Because nowadays with phones and technology and social media, people are just so antisocial when you're in person with someone. That's a little weird. It's so weird how we've let technology, like people are so comfortable saying things behind a screen, but when you're in person, they don't even want to look at you. You've been saying that this year is going to be my year. You've been saying that for the past 10 years. Has it happened yet? If not, let's get to work. Let's make it happen. Do the things you need to do, and I promise you, your life is going to thank you for it. If you do the work internally to become better, your life is going to become better. Okay? Love you guys. All right? Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you drop comments below. Let me know if you want me to make any specific videos. I do have more content dropping, but if there's something specific you guys want me to make a video about, let me know. Go ahead and follow me on social media so that you guys do not miss a beat. And I hope everybody has a great day, okay? Bye.